Well, hi everyone. I've been asked about 30 or 35 times by people who are just learning to thrift, is there anything you should bring to make thrifting easier? And I thought about it and I said, I bring stuff with me, so I'm going to make a video and tell you guys what you should bring with you. Because if it helps me, I'm sure it'll help you. Well, I thought about it and I came up with 5 or 6 different items that I'm going to share with you. Now, it's not an all-inclusive list, but it's the 5 or 6 items that are important to me, and hopefully eventually they'll be important to you. Okay, so if you're ready to start, here's item number 1. I think one of the most important things to bring when you go out thrifting to either Goodwills or garage sales are batteries. I bring 4 AA batteries and 4 AAA batteries. Because you don't know if the stuff they're selling works. They'll tell you all day long it's working. Then you get it home and it doesn't. Now, if you buy it at Goodwill, most Goodwills only give you 24 hours. And if you don't get the item back, they won't take it back. So again, you have to throw the item in the garbage. So make sure you bring batteries when you go out. Oh, and also, you're going to have to bring 2 screwdrivers, a Phillips head and a flathead. Well, in my case, 1 screwdriver, because one side of my screwdriver has a Phillips head and the other side's a flathead. Now I can open up the battery cases and put the batteries that I brought in. So when I leave either the yard sale or the flea market or the Goodwill, I know that my item's working and I don't have to worry about bringing it back. Okay, remember that. Now on to the next item. Well, the next thing you should bring, and granted it's not as important as the batteries, is a magic marker or a Sharpie. And the reason you should bring this is if, say someone says, hey, next Wednesday there's a big yard sale at my neighbor's house on such and such a street at such and such a time. You don't have to remember it because you can just write it down. Now also, if you ask me for an autograph, just hand me this pen and I'll give it to you. Okay, that's probably not an important reason to bring it, but the first reason is, okay, now on to the next item. Well, the next thing I always make sure I have is some way to measure the items that I find. Well, I bring this tape measure. Yeah, I found it in a sewing box, and it's real convenient and it's real compact, which is the reason I don't bring a yardstick, because when I first started, I would put the yardstick in my pocket and walk around the store, and I kept hitting into it and stuff. So I decided against the yardstick, and this works perfect. Now, the reason you should have something to measure your items is, say, you found a plush doll, and you looked it up on eBay for a comparable, and on eBay it said this 26-inch plush doll is worth about 40 bucks. Well, you want to make sure you got the 26-inch version of that doll, don't you? If you have the 12-inch version or the 18-inch version, it might not be worth half as much. So bring these tape measures along. You will be happy you did. Okay, now on to the next item. Well, the next thing you have to have when you go out thrifting is a magnifying glass. Well, in my case, it's a jeweler's loupe. One, because they're more compact and they have a higher magnification. And I think this weighs about 2 ounces, which is very good too. Now, the reason I bring these is if I want to see the bottom of a piece of ceramic I bought and the print is that small that it's almost impossible to read, well, 40 times magnification, you can read it. Also, and this is really important, if you're into buying jewelry, this is a must. You want to know if it's 14 karat gold or just says the name brand on it. So get one of these, and they're cheap, they're on eBay. Also, if you're going to be into jewelry, and I know a lot of you people want to go out thrifting jewelry, you have to know if the jewelry's real. Even if it says gold and silver, it might not be. So bring a magnet with you. I don't have a magnet to show you, but everybody knows what a magnet is. Now, silver and gold are not very magnetic, so they will not stick to a magnet. They just have a tiny little bit of magnetism. Most people don't know that. So bring a magnet, and you can test your jewelry. If it doesn't pass that test and it sticks to the magnet, it's definitely not real. Okay, guys, well, I hope this helped you. And, put the stuff in a little pouch. A girl can put it in a purse, or a guy can just put it in his pocket. It's that small, this stuff. So It won't be a burden. And if it is a burden to you, leave it in the car, and if you need it, go out and get it. Okay, well that's it for today, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. Please share this video with a friend. Most of all, stay safe out there, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, guys. Happy hunting.